I licked it, so it's mine. Oh my god!
Donny Pangilinan.
What?
So I didn't expect to like have that much screen time.
Naman! What?
Wish?
Yes! Yes! Are you crying? Wait lang, let me get the tissue. Hey guys, what's up? It's Alan. Welcome to our planet. Without further ado, let's welcome Seham, Josh, and Noctile to Elle's planet. Woo! Welcome you guys.
Hi!
Welcome back actually to Seham and Josh because you guys have been on the channel before.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Hi, Al's Planet.
This video is gonna have 3 parts, and if you guys want to skim through it, go ahead. I'll be putting the markers. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so first, introduce yourselves to the camera.
Go Noctile.
My name is Noctile. I stream video games. I play a lot of first-person shooter games, and I stream mainly on Twitch. I actually started when I was in UAE in Abu Dhabi, 2018.
Oh.
My life was very go to work, go home, go sleep.
Oh.
It got too much for me, like mentally, so I ended up just going back to the Philippines.
Hi, my name is Joshua Decena. I am a professional dancer and a digital creator on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. During the pandemic, I got introduced to the app TikTok. Mainly, TikTok was known for a dancing app. So I did that, but that's not where my career took off. I did like this thirst trap trend.
I can't believe you're actually mentioning it.
Yeah, because that's my first million views.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
Kaya
makes
pala.
sense.
And I
Okay.
never expected it. This was the time I used to go to the gym.
Okay.
And then it was like, the trend was like about Asians who don't look fit. The next day, my notice were booming.
Oh,
And then it reached a
wow.
million views. That's how it started.
Hi, my name's Seham Daghlas. I am currently an artist in the Philippines. I act, host, and I also do content creation. During my college days, I studied like a very boyish course. It was
Okay.
civil engineering. I wanted to explore how to be a girly girl and take selfies and all of that. So I started vlogging. Slowly, things started happening, and then I joined PBB. I came out of PBB, and then everything happened after that.
And then for me, I don't know, I just started this YouTube thing in college. Honestly, it didn't really start off well because like I just did normal travel vlogs, and then all of a sudden I did a Filipinos React to K-pop series, and that's when the channel started taking off a bit. After that, when I graduated na, so my friends weren't at school anymore, so I was like, okay, what am I gonna do next? Thankfully, my Korean friends live here, so what happened was I switched it up, and then I made it a Koreans React to Filipino music thing, the OPM. Then that eventually changed to Koreans reacting to the Philippines. And then February 2020, I was back in Abu Dhabi, and then I started talking to friends of Susie Hamo. And she invited them over to my place, and we made foreigners react to OPM. That was like the gateway for it to become like foreigners reacting to things in the Philippines, and basically us sharing our culture with them. After that, during the pandemic, P-pop started also. So eventually it became a channel that reacts to P-pop and invites P-pop artists too.
I remember we were classmates.
Yeah.
Louis was always the person who's like, guys, come watch the K-pop video right
Ah,
now.
yeah,
Something
yeah,
just
yeah.
dropped.
Yeah.
And then like you would make us watch it, and you're like intently watching our reactions.
Yeah. No, that's actually where it started. I
Yeah.
can't believe like, yeah, guys, it's interesting that you mentioned it.
He would literally make us
Yeah.
sit there, and he would watch us.
Yeah, and I would
Like,
watch
do you
it
like
and I'm
it?
like,
Do you
yeah,
like it?
yeah, exactly. This thing really is rooted with me personally as someone who's liked K-pop for a long time already. But yeah, anyway, so let's move on to... Hold on.
Transition.
Sorry. Seham.
Bestie!
Actually, I am surprising Seham in this video. I didn't tell her that her best friend would come. Are you crying? Wait, let me get the tissue. Let me get the tissue. I didn't expect you to cry. Wait. They're hugging outside of the camera. This is Clara.
Here.
She's all of our friends, so yeah.
You don't feel real. You don't.
Sorry, should we go back to the video? So, how did we know each other?
We were seatmates because Daghlas did. So we're always
Oh yeah, it's through letter.
beside each other.
Oh, but then no one knows my last name on YouTube. It's okay, we'll bleep it out. Okay, basta, Daghlas, Decena.
Oh yeah, I know Josh because you danced at our friend's party before.
Oh. No, you were always a dancer back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like really young at the time. It was birthday party.
Oh!
Are we not allowed to say your name?
No, I'm just like
Okay.
just
Friend's birthday. No, but yeah.
yeah. Parang siya yung guest, di ba, Claire?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Clara was there too?
Yeah, Clara was there.
So why was I not invited?
It was like her debut little 16
debut,
party
right?
thing,
Oh.
or
No, I think I was there.
Oh, it's for debut.
And he was like,
Like Sweet 16, I guess.
Oh, I thought it was like a special paid performance.
No.
oh, he got paid.
Oh,
I'm joking.
But then back then,
I didn't know
kasi,
back then.
we were classmates in PNS, and then our school closed down for 1 year. And then we moved to 21st, and that's how I met Josh.
You were in 21st?
I was in 21st, you were section A, I was section,
okay.
I think
Don't
C or D.
recall.
I remember Josh clearly because he'd always dance, and then like the people in our classroom, they have a dance crew, no limits crew.
Oh,
You
he
know,
knows it. It's all coming back to
I
me.
know.
Oh my gosh, you remember?
Wait, okay, I
Your
know.
friend was a part of it.
I know of Josh because he was like the token pogi boy of like.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone
That's
knew
true
him.
though.
Everyone,
it was.
That's true.
everyone had like a mini crush on him. I know you both of you because when PNS closed down, a lot of like PNS people came to Pisco. You know, names here and there.
Yeah, but these are all Filipino schools. And the Filipino community in Abu Dhabi is small, even if we have like 3 schools during our time. PNS, 21st, and Pisco. So some people know each other
He
from
did
church.
what?
Yeah. Like when we find out scandals from another school,
Oh my
and
God.
then Bardagulan sa harap ng mosque or something like that.
Oh my, that's
You know?
not real.
No, that's true. That happened.
Oh my
that
god,
happened.
he's from there. He's
Yeah.
from here.
I was watching that from the window, literally like guys coming from another school in front of our school,
I know.
beside the mosque, about to fight.
Where'd you talk to my girl? Say stuff like that. And like literally fight over that.
Josh though, I think I was grade 8 and then you were grade 7. But then you were much smaller than me and I'm a small person. And you were so cute and chubby and then like your cheeks were always so red. And then you
Oh,
enter
yeah,
our classroom
you
and he was like, "Hi kuya." Something like that. That's our interaction, our first interaction.
Yeah.
Because the No Limits crew was in our classroom.
They would break dance outside of the
Yeah.
Oh
Outside
my
the classroom, they would
God.
break dance, and then Josh would be with them too, like learning how to break dance and stuff.
If you think about it, your fan base started growing in high school.
Decena Earth.
You guys remember anything from Abu Dhabi?
Shawarma.
Oh.
Oof.
Whenever shawarma is talked about in the Philippines, it's so controversial.
I'm getting triggered. I just saw that. Okay, people call like Turks.
Oh,
shawarma.
yeah.
But I tell them what they're serving here is like a wrap or a gaya.
Yeah.
What we had was Lebanese shawarma.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's a
That is
different
true.
way of making it compared to here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can replicate it, but it's so different when you actually had a Lebanese, an authentic one. So like whenever my friends will be like, "Have you tried shawarma?" I'm like, "Yeah." Turks? I'm like, "What?" But there are some places here.
Yeah, that is true. That have real
shawarma.
A handful. Shawarma rolls.
Rolls.
Please
I've
take
heard,
me there.
I heard about Meshwe, but I don't know if it's still
It's-
alive.
Noveliches.
Meshwa would be my number one.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
let's go.
I tried
All the way in like,
Today.
Yeah, it's all the way in Novaliches.
They were in Teachers Village like
Maginhawa.
years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
But they moved to Noveliches.
But then it's really different,
It
guys.
is different.
What I noticed here in the Philippines is mostly beef.
Yeah.
Yung nasa loob. We do have beef there,
Yeah.
but then most people order chicken.
Oh yeah, true.
I think what's sad is they don't have Mexican here.
Oh yeah,
They don't have
the Mexican's basically the spicy sauce.
Yeah.
Gotta
I've
add
never
Mexican.
actually done that.
It's
Have
good.
you?
There was one more. Have you
Mhm.
tried Shake Shawarma?
Oh,
It
are
owned
they
by
still operating?
Is it owned by? Yeah.
her
Mm.
brother.
Nothing. Nothing. Are we allowed to?
No, you blink out. You blink out.
Okay.
Abu Dhabi is small. You
Yeah.
compare it to Philippines.
The thing is, I feel like a lot of people don't know the difference between Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah. Did you guys have those issues back then?
Yeah, I said Abu Dhabi.
They
It came
say
to a
Dubai.
point where whenever someone asks me where I grew up, I just say Dubai.
Yeah, same.
Oh
same.
really?
And whenever I say Abu Dhabi, it's like, huh?
Yeah.
Dubai. Oh.
Because basically it's all in the same country. There are 7 emirates in that one country. The capital city is where we live, Abu Dhabi.
The best.
And then Dubai, yes, the best. I agree. Dubai is the most popular city, and it's just an hour and 30 minutes away from us.
Yeah.
So sometimes we go almost every weekend.
Maybe once a month.
When you're tired of Abu Dhabi, you go to Dubai.
I went there every day.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, wait.
Why?
I took first year college in Dubai. But I lived in Abu Dhabi.
So you travel like.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
there's
I
like a
misheard.
bus that goes all the way to Dubai.
Yeah,
To your
it's by
school?
the university.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
okay. I
then.
thought you'd commute.
Yeah, I thought he would like
Yeah.
manually commute.
But there are times where I would wake up late.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, that's far.
But then the thing is, in the Philippines,
It's
when you
normal
say,
to
yeah, it's
travel
normal
an
to
hour
travel
and
an
a
hour and a
They
half.
commute here.
You're practically traveling from Manila to Pampanga.
Yeah, Manila to
Every
Pampanga.
day.
But if we do that here, it's just like
Right across the street.
Right.
Yeah. Since we all came from Filipino schools, there's something that we all do in the morning. I know I sent you guys the flow, but I'm surprising you guys with something that we're gonna do without you knowing.
I think I know.
What?
Flag ceremony.
Yes, flag ceremony.
Don't make me fill in the blanks because I don't remember.
I'm sorry, but we're filling in the blanks. As you guys know, or if you don't know, the title
Oh
of the
my
national anthem
gosh.
is Ishi
Yeah, I
Biladi.
remember. I remember.
Do you guys
Is it
remember
actually?
that? Yeah, it actually is.
I thought it was just like the first line. No?
It is the first line, but
Really?
then it is also the title.
Ah, okay.
Basically, it means "Long live my country." Not gonna lie, it's a beautiful national anthem.
It is.
Was, can you pass the black pink light stick, please?
Light stick?
We're gonna put this over here. Whoever is holding this is gonna guess. If you win, you get to pass it to someone else. If you lose, we're gonna bop you in the head. So who's gonna go first?
I started a while ago. I think it should be the other way around.
Oh, okay. So here we go.
Right.
Ishi Biladi.
Ishi biladi, ashatyadu.
What's the next one?
I forgot.
Are you serious? You forgot?
I seriously forgot. Like I seriously.
Does anyone know the answer?
I just know the melody.
Yeah.
Emaratina.
Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, you got it right.
Okay.
Okay. You have to. Sorry, Seham, you're gonna have to get bopped.
Oh, by me?
Yes.
You can like.
Yeah.
Yalla, yalla.
Oh,
Sure,
do it.
it's okay.
Okay. There.
Okay. Now you can pass it to someone to guess.
Oh my god.
Okay. Ishi Shabe Dino Islamu
I know that one.
Hadyaul.
Tina?
No.
Is it? I know it.
What?
Bro, I just...
Yes!
Oh
Oh
my
my god! Yes!
I just
Okay.
joined the flags.
Okay. Next. Hasan Tuku Bismillah.
I know. I don't know.
I actually don't know this.
Okay.
Watan?
Yes!
Oh,
Oh really?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes! What that? Bop. Okay.
I know.
This is the hardest
I
one, I think.
forgot it.
Biladi. Amaki Elahu.
So.
Okay, it's close. Okay, that's very close. I give you the point. Okay. Aksama Nami Nama.
I know this.
Okay, this one's all the same word. Nama, black. Do you
It's like-
know?
Go.
You know?
It's at the tip of my tongue.
Nami Nama. Naman. I know it. Okay. What? Yes! Yes! Necklace.
Oh!
Good job. Okay.
You boop him.
Okay. Who do you want to pass it to? Okay. Damas
I know
black.
this.
Washa alam ya imaratina.
I genuinely don't know.
Amanu.
Yes, Amanu. Ramzan Urubati. Kuluna.
I know this.
God, it's like here. Look at the tip.
Sure, I'll get it so I can get bopped in the Kuluna is everyone something. Right?
Oh, he knows Arabic.
Nafdiki?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, that's the word. Oh, how did you know? Oh, that's so cool. That's cool. Okay. So no one gets bopped. Do you want to pass it to anyone? Okay. Kuluna nafdiki bidima.
Nariki.
Yes!
Oh. Correct.
We're getting it. Nafdika bil.
Bil
Arwa.
Arwa Yawatan.
That's it.
Arwa.
Bil Arwa Yawatan. Okay.
Yay!
No one gets bopped on the last one. Congrats, everyone.
Memories unlocked.
That is proof that we all studied there. Kindly put this over there.
I hope it makes it easier for us to get our visa when we visit.
And we're moving to the next part already, and basically it's learning about us coming from Abu Dhabi and going here to the Philippines. Seham moved to Iloilo, and then you had a second move which is back here to Manila, and then us it's more on like Abu Dhabi to Manila.
Abu Dhabi to Manila.
Can I ask why everyone moved back?
Tuition fee.
Yeah, that's so true.
Actually, that is so real.
That's real.
Tuition fee is really expensive there.
Half a mil.
Yeah, my mom keeps
Really?
using that too. $500,000. What year did you guys come here? Because I think I arrived here 2014.
2014.
2017.
Oh, so more recently compared to us.
Because I did 1 year there.
Oh yeah. Moving back here, were you guys scared about anything? After graduation, for some people it might be exciting, but then from what I understand, like the general consensus was that everyone was scared. Because at least one of the things I know, we live in the UAE and honestly everything is extremely safe there. Our only connection to the Philippines is watching TFC, GMA Pinoy TV, and then the news is always very negative. Nanakawan, nasaksak sa kanto, something like that. They really scared me to death back then, but I'm not sure about you guys.
For me, I was more like worried because in high school I was such an outcast. So, like no one wanted to be my friend because I was an Englishera.
But
Like,
I was your friend.
yeah, but like you lang. I barely had friends. Me and my best friends, Clara as in Kiana. Clara's over there. But we would be in our little circle. I was so worried about moving here, specifically Iloilo, because I don't speak the dialect at all.
Okay.
Like,
But now
at
you do,
all.
right?
Now I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And then it's like jumping into the unknown. It was kind of like a fresh start, but that that's the aspect that I was worried about. I'm really an introvert.
Are you guys introverts too?
Yeah.
You're all introverts? I'm also an introvert. I've noticed this phenomenon in like the social media world where like the creators, even celebrities, a lot of them are actually introverts in real life.
I feel like a lot of celebrities and creators are different on camera because at the same time you're alone in
Yeah.
front of a camera.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
So you can just imagine. I've worked with a lot of celebrities, and when I met them, they're so shy. Like,
Yeah,
very.
that's true.
And these are like big time actors, like sila, Shugisia,
Oh, yeah,
DJ. I still am introverted, but in high school, I was bullied.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I would always want to be with the cool kids. Back in high school, I was like this chubby fat kid dancing. So
Mhm.
behind that was me getting bullied. In that scene.
Oh.
I heavily relate to the bullying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was heavily bullied too, in college
On
specifically.
college.
Because
Well,
if you don't want to talk
no,
about
it's
it, you
okay,
don't
it's
have to.
okay. No, I'm a strong girl now, but like before, I came from a place where I wasn't really looked at in Abu Dhabi. I'm not saying it as a bad thing, okay, but like when I came to Iloilo, like they were like, oh, there's a new Hafi. And that's where the body shaming came into the picture,
Oh.
and that really made me feel like crap. And that's why I feel like I'm so strong now, because I've been through all of that. I feel like people tend to want to bring someone
Oh.
down when they see that they're going up.
Yeah, that
and
is
then,
true.
I feel like that's a common issue here in the Philippines, which is crab mentality. They would support you at first when you're like in the low,
Yeah.
and then
Ooh.
once
Once
yeah,
you're there, they're gonna
That's so
change and
real.
something is
Yeah.
like gonna
It
flip
really
in them.
It's so hard to find people who are secure enough to see other people successful.
Yeah.
Because sometimes success intimidates people or
That is
makes
true.
them project their insecurities.
It's something that's really common in our industry. Actually, that was supposed to be a part of another segment
Oh,
because
okay.
it's Abu Dhabi. But then now that you brought it up, how do you deal with the people who are basically outright hating you? I know it's very controversial, but then obviously on my channel, I'm not appearing as much. But there are times when they would hate on me, the creator, for a certain reason. The thing that I try my best to do is just ignore it all, close my phone, go away. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's like, but that's not the truth. I want to clarify the things that are happening. But then I know that if you do that, because I've done it several times, they think that you're trying your best para matakpan na lang, even if you're not doing anything wrong. So
I had a lot of experience with it. At first, I was very much affected by it. Like, I would cry a lot. But then eventually, I started looking at them as people who are just projecting their insecurities. I don't mind it now. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
because I mean, that is true. Like, they have the right to actually have these thoughts. But then, at least for me, I don't know how people feel comfortable hating on other people.
Yeah, that's because they have a lot of hate towards themselves. Usually, you can say to a hater that, I hope you heal. Because if you don't have hate in your heart, you wouldn't even feel the need to give out hate to the world.
You have to thank them. Plus engagement.
That's true.
When I see hate, for me, like, I'm really scared of the online people.
I feel like that applies to people who are people pleasers.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
if you,
Oh,
like,
that's us.
Like,
real,
you
real.
wanna be able to satisfy everyone.
Okay.
But
can't.
I was like that before. Like, I wanted to look good to every viewer. But I
Okay.
had to come to a realization that I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Why am I doing all of this for one person?
Yes.
Oh,
In
that
the
is true.
internet.
Real.
When,
So
for
real.
me, myself, I'm not happy with how I look. If you're in my space, and if you're like that, I don't want you in my space.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather have people who support me for what I do rather than for what I do for them.
And also one thing, you have to think about how every famous person gets hate.
Well, that
No
is
matter
true.
who it is, there's always someone who's not gonna like them. That's just the things that come with your platform.
You game, right? People will compare you to like other
Really?
professional-
Can you
Comment
elaborate?
section. In my case, it's not very touchy for me because I grew numb to it because I was also bullied in high school.
Oh my god,
So-
I love how the common denominator
Yeah,
is being bullied.
Yeah, I didn't bring it up yet, but I was also bullied.
Yeah.
Everybody-
Yeah.
Being bullied in high school, I grew numb to everything.
Okay.
And since I'm more into like the gaming space, it's the niche to like
It's
talk.
very aggressive.
Oh,
when,
okay.
when people want to comment about you, they're very aggressive. He claps back. I do that every now and then. But it came to a point where it's just funny.
Yeah.
So I just end up making fun of them.
So basically, there's like a line over here of people who can easily translate the hate.
Now I got to the point point where I don't care about
Okay,
it.
so there's a line over
Yeah,
here.
so it's like this.
But yeah, no, but personally, I did learn how to shut it down. Although it is hard, I have to admit. Also coming from a place where I was bullied. I mean, I was class president and stuff like that. But at the same time, you know, I'm not very masculine. Like, I'm very soft boy type of vibe. When you hear it and they're saying it as an insult, that's when it kind of gets to you. And then aside from that, the fact that I spoke in English for some reason.
Same. It's always the joke. Ayoko yan kausapin kasi nag-English.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where they're coming from. I don't know about you guys, but then my parents brought me up English speaking.
Yeah.
So people would say, but English ka ng English. Because like, I feel like there's supposed to be a license for someone who can speak English. If you look foreign, you kind of have the pass. But I literally had to learn Filipino here.
Me too.
It's not like I didn't want to speak Tagalog, but then speaking Tagalog became something that was really scary for me. I sharpened my Filipino skills after college. Meeting the P-pop industry, the celebrity industry, and they all speak Tagalog. I was like, I can't be the only English-speaking one here. I have to relate.
Oh my god, same. I only learned Tagalog 2 years ago. Our dialect is Ilonggo. So that's what I was using the past years. And then when I moved here for PBB, dun na ako nag-Tagalog. But it's a different adjustment talaga. So I get it. We still think in English and we're more comfortable in English. And sometimes you just have to switch the Tagalog on.
That is true. That is true.
You have like your own auto-translate in your brain.
Yeah, basically.
My friends would talk in Tagalog.
Okay.
Pero di ko sila naiintindihan. Because we studied in a Filipino school. My friends are not really fluent in English. I got closer to them when I was able to become more fluent in Tagalog. It became useful when I moved here. Because apparently if you speak English here, if you order something in English, if you're speaking English in the airport, you can get scammed, 1,000 pesos gone. You're gonna be taken advantage of here.
And people think you're stuck up.
Yeah.
I always get like the satisfaction of like getting up to someone like the cashier and it's like, what's your order, sir? Then I speak in Tagalog fluently.
Oh.
You know, they're like, ay, magtatagalog pala.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
It's like, sir, where are you from, sir? Middle East. Middle East. Habibi.
That was cute. At least you got that reaction. Knowing that we all moved here, any culture shocks that you've experienced coming here?
I'm half, so I feel like I don't blend in anywhere.
Oh.
Like, I'm not Arab enough to be Arab, and I'm not Pinoy enough to be Pinoy. But I really love the Philippines. Philippines embraced me. They kind of accepted me. I feel like I really belong here. And it was weird because in Abu Dhabi nga, like I didn't have much friends and stuff like that. The people here are very friendly. They want to make sure na you're okay all of the time. It's very true that they're hospitable. Yeah, and I just love Philippine culture a lot. Being here in the Philippines is so much more different than growing up in Abu Dhabi, because in Abu Dhabi it's like an Arab country and then you're in a Filipino school, yes. But here the culture is different. Everything feels so alive. There's always events, there's always music playing somewhere.
Yeah.
There's always like a sense of community.
I love how you mentioned that because I think I've experienced something a bit similar because I grew up abroad and then I never really imagined my life in the Philippines aside from just college. I was like, oh, after college I'll go back abroad. As soon as I got here, I guess it only took like 3 months and then I ended up loving the place.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's amazing.
I'm finally with people who I actually understand.
Right?
We eat the same thing. I got chills by saying that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's your home.
This
at
is
the
what
end of
it
the
feels
day.
like pala. In a place where everyone is like you.
I have a love-hate relationship with the Philippines. When I came here, I was so shocked with how traffic it was. So it really messed up my time management. You really have to plan like 3 hours ahead. It's traffic na nga. People are always not on the dot.
Exactly.
So it's like you're in between
Yeah.
either being too early
Or too late.
And also what shocked me here was the cleanliness. Because I'm so used to Abu Dhabi where there's like a trash can, a designated
Everywhere,
trash can.
right?
Because you know where to throw. But here, I was like,
Yeah, they throw it everywhere.
But what I loved here was this foundation of entertainment, arts,
Okay.
dancing, singing.
That is true.
I knew for myself that I couldn't do that back in Abu Dhabi. So when I moved here, after graduating college, I tried to focus a bit on dancing and that's how I was able to like meet other dancers here. Another thing here is that in Abu Dhabi, when we go out, we go to Al-Wada Mall. That's the only thing.
That's so true.
But
Yeah.
here, there's a lot to do with friends. You can really savor your youth here.
Yes, that is
It's
true.
very youth friendly here. It's a community kasi there. A community of Filipinos
Yeah.
that stick with Filipinos.
Exactly.
You barely see a Filipino with a shake.
Unless they're working for
yeah,
the shit.
unless they're working for there's a hierarchy system kasi there. Unlike here, it's very free. And here, it may be such a big country, but the communities are tied together by one person to another.
You mentioned about the hierarchy, and that's something I also
Yeah.
noticed once I got here. I finally at a place where I could just be who I am. Unlike there where you're actually singled out na.
Kabayan, kabayan.
Kabayan, kabayan. Like, you know what that means?
Oh my god.
You know that you're othered. And it's not like they're trying to do it as a racist thing. It's not racist at all. It's just
They're introduced as
yeah,
that.
yeah. Everyone knows that you're Filipino. Everyone knows someone is Indian. Everyone knows someone's Emiratis. Everyone knows that someone is like this or like that. I'm not saying there are no hierarchies here. Obviously, once you're in the Philippines, there's this big thing about the divide between the rich and poor. But at the same time, there's something that also unites us: the fact that we're all Filipino and we all understand each other.
I decided to stay here because a lot of my friends in UAE ended up staying here, but now they're all back there.
Yeah, that's so interesting
They're all
too.
back there. Still a love-hate relationship for me here in the Philippines. But I love that I can just go anywhere I want. Like if I want to go to the beach, I don't have to. Never mind, I can do that in UAE.
Yeah.
It really is.
There's a lot to do here.
There is. But it takes you like 5 hours before you get to do.
Yeah,
True.
but I've been going to the UAE recently, and honestly, there are a lot of stuff to do na rin nowadays.
I bet.
Like surprisingly,
Even
yeah.
after ours.
There are clubs now, like for example, World Trade Center, people drink there now.
Wow.
And there, Hudaria,
That's so
people go
weird.
there at night, and then the Galleria is such a poppin' place right now.
Like there's a bar
Where?
in World Trade Center.
Yeah,
How much?
I don't know how much. 'cause I don't go there.
100 dirhams for one cocktail.
But it is expensive, I have to say. But no, drinking is open now there. You don't need a license anymore, from what I understand, right? And you know, recently, Dubai celebrated Christmas there. We were at Dubai, Madina Jumeirah. They have a Christmas market that you do every year. I was so shocked. There's one there, it's a literal bar selling alcohol in public. Everyone is just drinking, like we're not even there in the UAE.
I never thought the day would come.
I feel like ever since the expo, they've really become more
Diverse.
open and diverse. I mean, pork we've always eaten. I mean, for those who are not. Who are
It's
not
always in
Muslim.
Spini.
Yeah, it's
Still.
now it's available in other.
Carrefour?
Not Carrefour.
So
But then
it's not
much
exclusive.
It's not super
anymore.
exclusive anymore.
Oh.
You know those neighborhood
Yeah.
supermarkets?
Yeah.
They sell pork now. But yeah, the UAE is very much open now, I have to say.
Did they finish like the train?
The train connecting the two,
They've been saying that for years though.
they've been saying it for years, but now I know it's there. It's called the
It's
Etihad Rail.
Oh.
We're moving on to the last part of our video.
Let's
So,
go.
first of all, I'd like to congratulate everyone for what they've achieved. Honestly, I've heard about you guys a lot. For Josh and Seham, since I know them personally, I've seen it firsthand, like the things happening. And then for Was, I knew you before.
Mhm.
Like, I think we were friends on Facebook. I'm not so sure. I always know your name because it's so unique.
Yes.
I
That's
mean,
true.
his name online is Noctile.
Uh-huh.
I hear na lang from my friend Louie, oh, there's this guy who's popping on Twitch right now. Maybe you know him by Was, and I was like, oh yeah, I know him. But I don't think we actually got to talk
Yeah, I
to
don't
each
think
other.
we ever interacted in UAE.
So, can you guys tell us how things began for you guys?
Not it.
Not it.
Sige, Josh.
There's this one funny thing. I think I'm more known for this. Someone commented in my video saying, "Oh, can you please say this?" It had something to do with the word baby girl.
I think I saw that! I saw that!
So
Yeah.
I thought there was no harm in doing it because I didn't know what was it. And then I started posting videos, just reading comments.
Okay.
Then someone said Wattpad. I just know Wattpad is like this fiction
Yeah.
app.
They
or
write
so-
stories.
Yeah,
and
where they
stuff.
write stories.
Yeah.
So apparently the lines I've been saying were
Oh.
lines from a Wattpad
Oh.
novel. Lines like saying baby girl or like I licked it so it's mine. Those wrong. From there, it started a community for me.
Yeah.
Like I was able to reach like 200,000 followers in just a week.
Yeah, I remember
Because of
that. That was
because
so
of how
crazy.
fast the market is in TikTok during
Yeah.
that time. Were people in the community who wanted me to like do other stuff. That's how I bumped into him again.
Mm.
When I started in Twitch. For dancing, I was able to push dancing when I took dance classes in Zero, and then my coaches
Oh.
recruited me. But in terms of starting out a career,
Mm.
it started with
There's that.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
respect the hustle.
Respect
the
Yeah.
hustle.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
what?
about marketing.
My process wasn't standard. I'd
Okay.
say I grew with luck. I started streaming on Twitch 2018. That's when I was working in UAE.
Okay.
And my life back then was very repetitive. I played a lot of video games growing up. So even by then, I'd still play games. And I'd play with a couple of streamers that I watch. And they eventually convinced me to stream. One of them is Paolo Avellino.
Oh, okay.
He
Oh.
helped me a lot, like growing up. He was one of the people who convinced me to stream in the first place. So he lent me like an extra PC that he had.
Oh.
Honestly, his clout helped.
Okay.
The reason why I say luck comes in as a factor is because I've been streaming for at least 3 years of just a very steady small community. I had like 10 viewers whenever I stream. Then at one day, I randomly got like 1,500 viewers and gained like 10,000 followers in one stream.
Wow.
And it scaled from there. I didn't do anything new. I had the same schedule, I played the same game. It just scaled from there, really.
Oh.
I don't think it's luck. You were
Okay.
consistent. Like imagine if you were just like, you know what, I want to quit. You pushed through, so you got yourself here.
The thing is, like, I enjoy streaming a lot. Playing games is like a passion of mine. The difference between like streaming here in the Philippines compared to, let's say, streaming in North America. When you stream in North America, you don't have to worry about social media.
Oh.
Here, to make it as a streamer, you need to grow your social media and then direct them to your streams. I got myself like my own social media person because I really can't handle it.
I'm not that familiar with your line of work. I'm not a gamer personally, but I do know that a lot of the ones who are in your realm, you know, like Alodia, they're very social media savvy.
They really are.
I kind of get why he's calling it
Yeah.
luck now.
Yeah,
you know?
because you get like the random boom.
Yeah, that one random boom really like took me off guard.
I get what he means by luck. When I did Twitch, I remember I had friends of friends of friends. And then there was a thing called Twitch called raiding, where they bring the community to you. Like Alodia, let's say for example, she raids my stream. She basically introduces her viewers to
to
me,
you.
which will rack up that whole thing. Because I know streamers, one raid really made their career.
Yeah.
So you're automatically
So that's how Twitch works.
They're redirecting all his viewers to
Yeah.
another channel.
Whoa!
That's
Yeah.
actually really good, huh?
Okay, I get it.
Now I get what, I get the hype
What's
now.
raiding?
Yeah.
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 Oh, how often do you go?
Normally, I like going like 5 to 6 times a week.
Ooh, that's a
At
lot.
night?
It varies.
Go to his Discord.
Oh,
We have to
oh my
join
god,
a
Louis,
Discord server.
assignment. We have to do it.
We have to join this thing
We have to
first.
make a Discord.
But then that's what I noticed though, like Twitch and all those online streaming things is just a whole nother world.
Completely.
Yeah.
Like, gaming from like actual live celebrities,
Yeah.
very different.
Mine, I don't know how it really started, but yun nga, I was in college and I was in engineering school. I didn't know how to dress up and I was like, you know what, I kind of like fashion. I kind of want to be like a girly girl. And I remember asking my mom, Mom, can you buy me an iPhone? Because we don't have like money like that. We're like, okay. So it was kind of like a big deal for me to ask for an iPhone. And she was like, I will get it for you on the down payment, but you have to find a way to pay it monthly.
Oh.
I was like, oh my god, how do I find ways to make money?
Okay.
And I was like,
Real.
I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. And
Okay.
then, so I started like a YouTube channel. And I started making cute little videos. I started making Shopee hauls. So
Yeah.
I would save up my baon and I would buy cute little things like a lipstick or like a piece of clothing on Shopee. Then that went kind of viral
Yeah.
in a way. And then I started building like a community super slowly on
Mhm.
YouTube. Yeah, and I was able to pay for the phone. I started getting into business. I loved selling anything. I would thrift and then I would sell them. I would paint on phone cases. And then eventually I graduated. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I don't really know what I want to do. She's kind of confused.
I felt that.
I don't know what I want to do. And at the time, it was pandemic na. I was a pandemic graduate. But then, around my birthday, I was like, okay, you know what, Seham, let's get this together. I went to the store. I bought like this magical looking notebook.
Okay.
And I was like, everything that I write in this notebook will come true. I wrote there, I was like, Dear Universe,
Yeah.
like, I am so happy and grateful now that I have blank amount in my bank account. You know what? It's so great because I have so many opportunities coming my way left and right. There's like this big opportunity that happened that changed my life.
You wrote that down before everything happened, right?
Before everything
Everything,
happened.
yeah.
This sounds like a Barbie movie.
Okay, yeah. It's crazy. When I first heard it, I was like, are you serious?
I feel like I've watched it.
Right?
Oh, the Barbie diary thing?
Yes, yes. my
Yeah,
sister
I
used to
think
watch
so.
that.
I started printing pictures of what I wanted. Air Force Ones. I never had Air Force Ones and I'm like, I am
Oh.
gonna get a pair of Air Force Ones. And I was like, MacBook,
Okay.
iPhone, airplane, literally everything that I've ever wanted in a vision board and I pasted it on that notebook. A week later, the auditions happened for PBB. I went through the whole audition process. At first, I didn't know if I was really gonna go inside because they said na hanggat hindi ka pa nakapasok, you're not officially a housemate. So it was a lengthy process, maybe like 2 or 3 months of auditions. Then I got it, And then, sorry,
Everything
Baba.
happened.
And I went in and my dad was not having it. Like, he didn't want me to go inside
Yeah.
so bad. Next thing he knew, his daughter was on the TV screen. And I was like, oh my god. And I was so guilty about it. But then I just did what I had to do. I was there inside for 3 months.
Yeah.
Then eventually when I went out, I was like, oh my god, there's so many people watching pala. There was a lot of love, but there was also a lot of hate. To me at least. It really took a toll on me. Like it
Are you
really
okay?
did.
You're
No, I'm
tearing up.
okay. I'm not tearing up.
Just in case.
I'm not gonna cry. For like a year, I was so overwhelmed and I could not move. I don't wanna mess up. I don't wanna disappoint people. This is where the people pleaser comes in. Like
Yeah.
I felt like I had to please everyone. But don't get me wrong. There's a lot of love talaga. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, that one single hate comment. There could be 100
Yeah.
good comments, but you're still gonna look for that one.
And it changes your whole life.
It changes like
You get that reference?
yeah. It changes everything. So I was like, you know what, enough. I can't please everyone. There's
Yeah.
always gonna be someone who does not like you, and that's fine. So now I'm a strong girl because I went through a lot. But
Oh.
yeah.
Good for you. I really get what you say about posting and then running away.
Yeah.
Because I do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Because like, okay, so I post a video and then I watch the whole video just to make sure that there are no mistakes or anything. And then, okay, I'll read through the comments really quick, then I'll look away. I'd come back after a day or two, but sometimes I know that I'm supposed to reply. Sometimes I get good interaction. Sometimes I do see some hate comments, but that's when I'm like, okay, time to step away. Like last time, I didn't know that there was like an issue on my video. I stayed away from the video and I thought it was doing okay, which low-key it was views-wise. But then I didn't know what was going on in the comment section until I opened Twitter. There was a lot of hate towards me specifically. And I was like, oh, what did I do? The video was very positive, at least from what I understand. It was just praising the two groups involved. I didn't know how to address that, so what I did was I read all of the comments as much as I could. I had to analyze the situation. They wanted me to delete comments. So the thing is, I can't really censor people. So I released an apology statement.
Yeah,
And
that's responsible.
yeah, I mean, these people, they're watching you, but at the same time, whatever you release, even if it wasn't my fault, partially I understand that it's me releasing this video that caused this to happen. So I felt really bad, and I really had to take responsibility and acknowledge what I did.
If you did something wrong,
Yeah, if you did something wrong, you
acknowledge
should
the
acknowledge
mistake. Don't do it again.
Yeah.
Finish. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect. Like, come on, people.
But I also like how you brought up your father, though. I'm not sure about you guys, because I want to know how your parents reacted to you choosing this as like a job.
Oh, I was dead to them.
Oh, really?
Really?
Gaming, it's tough since I started before pandemic. They're not aware that gaming can actually bring you somewhere.
Because at that time, it wasn't as common as it is
Yeah.
now. You really have to take that leap of faith.
Trust in yourself.
Thing is, when they see that you're doing well, they're going to learn to trust you more.
Mm.
They're gonna be like, oh, Noc can actually do this for a living.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna trust him. That's also something that I did for myself. I'm very lucky that my parents are very supportive. My dad wasn't supportive with the showbiz thing. But then eventually, when they see that I could get by, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what? She can do it.
I mean, our parents are there just to look out for us.
Yeah.
I feel like they knew that it was not really a secure or sure thing. Like, you know, having a regular job. I mean, I experienced the same. My parents didn't really like the thought of me just focusing on YouTube. There was a time that they were saying, wala ka pa 100,000 subscribers. And they really wanted me to get a job. And now that I'm already at around 200,000, they still want me to get a regular job. But then now at least they're much more accepting and they understand already that this is a real job also. Josh?
Growing up, they were not the stereotypical Filipino household.
Okay.
They were very supportive because my dad, back in high school, I would dance. He converted our living room into a mini dance studio.
Wow.
He
that's
installed
so
like
cute. Big
full
mirrors.
body mirrors and then changed to wooden floors
Mhm.
Wow.
so that I could practice. I moved here to originally finish studying and then go back to Abu Dhabi to work. But I decided to try to work here. That's when pandemic happened. I was able to somewhat make money on my own. My brother told me na the money that they would send, it was cut into half. Hindi ko na kailangan eh.
Yeah.
And then I told na just send the rest to my parents. They were not against me doing social media. They're actually so proud because whenever I post, they would share on their Facebook.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
And then they would comment under my post with like stickers.
My dad would comment too.
My mom does that.
Yeah, he
too.
does that too. If my dad notices the comments are negative, he would say something nice at the bottom.
Aw.
Yeah, so I really appreciate that. But yeah, that's really nice that they really support you from the start pala.
I don't think I've ever experienced them saying don't. I think my dad didn't say don't do this, but my dad would be like, why don't you try to become an architect or try to be a pastor like him?
Yeah. Oh, your dad's a pastor.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a pastor and an interior designer.
Okay.
So he wanted me to be like him. I'm like, no. I'm happy where I am because I get to live my life the way I want it to be. So it doesn't feel like work at all.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, parents, love you.
Love you, Mama and Baba.
Love you, Mom, Dad. And Victor, thank you for controlling the camera today.
Aww. Victor, come over here, Charot.
Now that we've talked about all of that, knowing that we've all reached something to a certain extent. The helmet's here pala. We also ate, by the way, kaya may mga pagkain sa likod. I don't want to be too boastful about it, but even we couldn't believe what we've achieved, I'm pretty sure. Did you guys ever have a moment where you were like, oh, is this real? Have you guys experienced that?
Yeah, I have experienced it. My
Okay.
first day
Okay.
in PBB, when the doors opened to the house, I was like, oh my god, this is how it looks like in real life. That was like my biggest pinch me moment in life. And I was like, oh my god, I used to watch this on TV before, and now
Yeah.
like a girly pop like me,
Yeah.
just ended up here somehow.
Joshi?
Maybe performing in the arena.
Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I remember these stories that.
It was Jesse's concert.
Yeah.
Oh,
Standing in that stage, when they were cheering, it's like everything was vibrating.
wow.
Like, so like I felt that adrenaline rush with my teammates. I couldn't believe na I was able to share a stage with like someone like her.
Yeah.
Not only that, but sharing it with a dance team that I really love.
With A-Team, right?
Yeah. One achievement that I'm more comfortable with is being able to live independently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
Financially, emotionally,
It's all you.
physically.
That's so true.
The independent slap in the face when you need to set your own doctor's appointment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It gets hard. It's really
The
like
bills.
hard, but it's something that you have to adjust to if you're new to it. Because back in Abu Dhabi, you just wake up, ay, may ulam na pala.
Yeah.
It's always good to start with roommates, but I
Yeah.
started to hate my roommates.
Yeah, I heard that from my parents. They were like, oh, you want to have a roommate? You're going to hate your roommate.
Yeah, Jeffrey wasn't only my roommate.
Mhm.
After him, I started to live with 2 other roommates. Na magjowa pa.
Oh my god.
Just like, I made it, because I'm living alone with no worries. Just
Aw.
me, doing
Yeah.
my own thing.
I agree with that.
What?
Very recent, last week.
Oh, really?
We watched Gigi the movie, Donny Pangilinan.
Oh.
Ah, Gigi.
And it's a movie about like the esports scene or these kids that want to go pro
Yeah.
in a specific game. They took esports personalities, including me,
Mhm.
to be part of the movie.
What?
Wow.
So I didn't expect to like have that much screen time. But it was like multiple scenes where they showed my face. It's like whenever it showed up, you know, your friends was like, "Uy, how you know?"
Yeah.
I think that's the closest one possible.
I'll watch that.
It's a nice movie. It's trying to introduce gaming or the esports scene to the very traditional Filipino parents.
Oh, okay.
Since gaming is becoming an actual thing now here in the Philippines, especially, which is nice.
Wow, that's really cool. Congrats to you also. by the way.
Congrats!
Wow, I don't think I have a moment where I was like, wow, I made it already, you know? But then one of them, siguro, was just like reaching 100,000 and then getting the plaque. Because like back then, we've always watched YouTubers, right? When we were much younger. So whenever they received that, was like a big
Oh,
thing.
that was huge.
Yeah, so I was like, would I even reach that? You know, I always had those thoughts because I started YouTube in 2015, 2016. And then it took so long. Like, I think the pandemic was like 2020. So I was like, dang, will I ever reach that? So when I did, I was like, wow. And then the other one is like dealing with actual names or things. Once I got back to the Philippines and then I got to talk to these music labels who wanted to do videos with me, and I was like, oh wow, this is like actually a real thing na pala. Then I'm surprised how deals could be made through Viber and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I thought that they were supposed to be super serious, but a lot of these things, they could just be talked about. As long as you do something that's related to them, they'll want to talk to you.
I think it's hard for you to pinpoint because you're the one who's in the situation.
Yeah.
But for me, when we attended the concert together, I was like, wow, Lou's
Aw.
really out here with like the media pass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, he's really like he's that person now. So I'm very proud of you
Thank
and
you.
your achievements.
I'd like to ask you guys, like you've done so much things already, but what are the things that you're most proud of?
I'm most proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone.
Oh, that's nice.
Because as an introvert girly, like it was such a big step for me to put myself out there. And yun, I'm very, very proud of myself na I allowed things to happen to me because I always resist change before. But now I realize, you know what, we're always changing in life. We always grow up. We don't stay the same forever. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm very proud of.
I mean, I did notice that because like back when we were in high school, you were very, you know, just
Yes.
within your circle. You wouldn't even join any of the school pageants or anything. And then it kind of just surprised me that you literally took this path to be a celebrity and artist. So I'm proud of you for that.
Thanks, guys.
And then,
Yay.
was?
I think getting over the burnout.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
nice.
takes some.
Playing games is basically like the job. I get tired of them. I stopped focusing too much on like content creation and I started working on the back end. So I'm now a talent manager for an agency.
Wow.
Wow,
that's so
you
cool.
are?
So I like made use of like my connections in the scene to get a job somewhere else.
Oh. So you were really very serious about the fact that you really didn't want to be out there and you just played games because you wanted to.
I just happened to like get lucky and I went along with it, hired someone to handle my socials because really what I just wanted to do is play games, be a child live on stream. That's what I'm doing now. Like I still stream, but I don't focus on like pushing out content in different platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I just play games.
I'm really proud of you though that you got over it and then you found a way to make a separation of your real life and your happy gaming life.
The thing about like making your hobby or your passion a job is it becomes a job.
Yes.
And
I'm glad you touched on that.
jobs
Yeah,
are
that's true.
working gets tiring.
Yeah.
And if your hobby becomes work, you don't have a hobby anymore.
That's
That's
so
so
real. Yeah, same. I'm
That's
feeling
why-
things with what you said.
Yeah.
What is Joshi most proud of?
I think I'm most proud of being able to make a living out of dance.
Yeah,
Because,
it's really
everyone-
inspiring.
In our gen, your parents want you to become a doctor, an engineer. I was supposed to be an engineer, but I was like, that, bro. Like, it's tough. People would say you can't make a living out of it. It's a tough thing to do. Because
Very.
dancing is at the bottom of the totem pole of art.
Yeah.
Singing is on top of it. It was a tough challenge, but it's possible.
Yay.
Oh, that's inspiring.
How about you?
For me, I guess what I'm most proud of is how the channel was able to be a means to help people during a difficult time. During the pandemic, we had several projects. One that I did with Jessica where we made a song and the profits fed the nurses. And then the other one was making donation drives. We did 2 donation drives to the channel. And then what surprised me was, with these donation drives, we have a list that we show everyone who donated and where they came from. And it was a collective of other people. And I was just really proud of the people who view my channel. That we were the ones who were always top on the donations list. I was like, dang, so Else Planet, our viewers, the elites did that. They're actually donating and helping people. Things were really tough. And then the fact that we were able to do something like this, that just made me feel really proud of the community that we've built on
I was
Else
gonna
Planet.
say that.
Yeah.
Like we're so lucky that we are blessed with such great communities. I feel like the people that watch us, they're so nice.
Yeah.
And they
Very
just
supportive.
really want to support you and they
Yeah.
want to see you get up there.
This relates to the last thing we talked about, you know, our supporters or the people who are just watching us. I'm sure we all have our own struggles that we're going through. We're still on a climb to going somewhere better. But then, what's a piece of advice that you'd like to share? Because like this is not a conventional thing at all. Like what we're doing is unconventional.
We wouldn't think like 10 years ago it's possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And for 4 of us to be sitting here, all from Abu Dhabi, who's
true.
Filipino or partly Filipino, what would you like to share?
For me, my biggest advice, just do it. Do not wait for the perfect condition. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Use what you have right now and just do it. If it makes you happy, go after it.
But what do you say to the people who would say, oh, because you guys are privileged?
No, I
'Cause-
was not privileged. No, I wasn't.
From down here.
Yeah.
Because I think a big misconception is if you came from abroad, you
That's
have
why
a
my
certain
parents are
privilege.
abroad. To make money abroad.
Yeah.
Real.
That's why there's OFWs, because they can't make enough money here.
That's
Yeah,
so true. And
that's
the
very
thing
true.
is, like, people think that if you're from abroad, you're rich now. That's not the case for everyone.
I'd have
Yeah.
a car and a house by now.
Yeah, like you have to work your way up. And the thing is that helps is to be consistent talaga. Even if you don't see the numbers coming in right away, just keep being consistent because you have no idea who's watching and
Exactly.
how many doors you're opening for yourself if you stay consistent.
That's actually the number one rule for streaming as well. You don't look at like your numbers, how many people are watching you, because then if you see it low, your energy might be low as well.
Yeah.
But prepare for a lot of heartbreaks.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's also
Because
true.
the thing about this industry, numbers speak. It's how you measure your growth.
Yeah.
In this line of work, it's like there's a saying, bigger number, better person. It's the way it goes, sadly. So for me, what I always tell like my community or people who ask tips about getting into social media, becoming an influencer, get into it if you enjoy it. Because if you don't, it's just gonna be tiring altogether. No enjoyment out of it. Got out of a 9 to 5 jobs, but now we work 24/7.
That's
Yeah, that's
definitely
true.
it.
That's true.
Mhm.
I feel like there's a big misconception about influencing, the life of influencers. It's a hard concept to grasp if you're not in the industry yourself.
Yeah.
You might think, oh, basically you're just getting these things for free, you're living this life, and you're doing this, you're showing this and that, and you're still saying that nahihirapan ka. Parang it's hard to believe that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, as I'm speaking now, many people are already thinking, is this guy serious? Is he really saying that influencing is a hard job?
It's harder to validate their feelings because they see it na it's a privilege.
Low key, I understand
I
where it comes
understand,
from
yeah.
when they're saying that, oh, you've been given a privilege to have a platform and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But at the
It's-
same time, there's a lot of work that goes behind it
Yes.
that they don't see. All you're seeing is the surface level,
Mhm.
the pictures, the travels, the things we do. But then behind everything, it's me, you guys sitting behind the laptop. I edit the whole time. Like there's sometimes when I'm just at home for 4 days straight just editing.
Mhm.
And it's just one single video and I have to do the subtitles, the thumbnail and everything. It is a real job, so be careful once you enter it. It's not all the glitz and glam, I'd say.
People only see where you are now. They didn't see what you had to go through to get there.
When you're a creator, you are your own director, your own
Exactly.
videographer, editor, planner, wardrobe, makeup, everything.
Manager
is-
sometimes, your own
everything.
manager.
Everything's all up to you, especially if you're working alone. That's why I think that creators are paid well because all of that workload goes to one person. But It's your
Exactly.
choice. It's up to you if you want to hire someone else.
Yeah.
Of course, you want to maximize your earnings. You'll do everything yourself. And I feel like that's what people don't see. Yeah, working 9 to 5 is different, but you're following a job routine. There's a
Yeah.
job description.
Exactly.
And you're doing one task in that job. In comparison to like being a creator, you're working 24/7, creating on the go.
Real.
And people online, they only post what they want you to see.
Exactly.
You don't see anything that goes behind. You don't hear much of what
Yeah.
goes on behind.
You're not gonna see us post a story about us breaking down. in the
Yeah.
middle of
Yeah,
the night.
exactly.
Oh, just my weekly mental breakdown.
For today's with Josh, I'll be breaking down.
But my advice for like creators is to just be yourself and to be consistent, but at the same time don't do things blindly. It's easy to say na be consistent. But yeah, sige, I'll create and create. But if you're creating without a sense of what to make or
Yeah.
like a goal,
Like a goal or
you're
a
just
purpose.
gonna end up creating, but you'll never get anywhere. No one's gonna get to you.
Yeah.
But if you have a goal and then you keep creating, someone will see you.
The thing that I would encourage people is just to basically have a dream and actually work for it. You can't just dream and then not do anything to follow it up. There's always like an action that has to be done in order for you to get to that. I know it seems like we're coming from a place of privilege, but then we've all really worked actually.
We work hard.
We've all created things from our bare hands. We've created ideas, we've made videos. I'm sure that you guys can do it too.
It's a gamble though.
Yeah, it is, it is.
That's why a lot of people after graduating, they work corporate. Because it's a safe way.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
safe way to earn. Because I did that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I tried corporate for a year after graduating. I didn't like it.
I think 6 months in Abu Dhabi, I tried corporate, and then I was like, I'm not sure if this is for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's subjective. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a gamble. It's scary to take a route like this,
Yeah.
but high risk, high reward.
But then you really have to work hard for it. You
Yeah.
can't just like expect
You can't just
something
like
to happen.
dish your
like, oh.
corporate and then, ooh, I'm a...
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One big thing that also I learned was to be as intentional as you can
Yes, I like
whenever
that you
you
mentioned
post.
that.
What will your viewer get from it? it? Will they get comfort? Will they get entertainment?
Even if the people don't understand what you're doing, at least you know in your heart that you're doing it for a reason. On this channel that you guys are watching, it's changed throughout the years, but then ever since it took off, I'd always say that it's something that bridges culture and inspires minds. Each and every video that you see there was carefully crafted, and I make sure that you at least learn a single thing or find out a single thing about something. It's nice to always make content that actually is, I don't know the English word, pero makabulahan. Oh,
No,
I
I
know that
bet.
word.
I do.
I have no
You don't know that
I've
word?
never heard that word.
Yeah, makabulahan. I think it
I'll
means like it
Google.
has meaning.
Makabulahan.
It has sense. Makabulahan.
One last thing, if people will comment on what you have to do and tell you how to act, how to dress, how to carry yourself, that's where we say the be yourself thing. Because there will be people telling you what to do. There will be
Exactly.
people trying to bring you down. Don't listen to them.
Clap
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Because no one else knows you better than you know yourself.
Yay!
So, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember that Elle's planet is your planet as well. So, spread the love and God bless. Shukran everyone.
Shukran.
Salamat po.